So today we're going to look at sectors of a circle. Let's look at what we're thinking about. So here's the different shapes. This is meant to be a semicircle. This is like a quarter of a circle, so it'd be a quadrant. And this is a sector. So it's almost like if you imagine a pizza being our circle, we've cut out like a section. That's our sector. Now, this length, change colour, do that one. This length here is called an arc. So if you're asked to find the arc length, you're wanting this length here. Now, let's go back to the blue colour. Now the arc length can be calculated by taking the ratio of the sector angle and the angle of a circle, 360 degrees of a circle. So you'd have your sector angle, you divide that by 360 degrees, and then you would times it by the circumference. So if you imagine you've got your circle, we've taken out this sector, it's got a radius of r, and the arc length is a fraction of the circumference of the original circle. Similarly, the sector area is a fraction of the area of the original circle. So you would just take the sector angle, divide it by the 360 degrees, then times it by what the area of the original circle would have been, pi r squared. So let's try some examples with these. So imagine we've got a quadrant. Now we know it's a quadrant because this is a right angle, and it's 6 centimetres, and this is 6 centimetres. So it's a quadrant of a circle. And we want to find the perimeter and area of the sector. So this is a quadrant, it's just a special form of a sector, it's still a sector. So we're going to take, for the perimeter, we first need to find the arc length. So that's going to be the angle over 360 times 2 pi r. So the angle is 90 over 360 times 2 times pi times the radius, which is 6. So if we do all of that, we will get 9.42 centimetres. So the perimeter of the sector is 9.42 plus 6, we've add these lengths on, which gives us 113.09 centimeters squared. And we also want the area of the sector. So that's going to be the angle of the sector, over 360 times pi r squared. So again, it's 90 divided by 360, which is going to be a quarter, times pi times r squared. If we do the maths, we will get 28.27 centimeters squared. Oh, and I put centimeters squared here, and I don't mean it's not centimeters squared, it's centimeters. See, these are kind of silly mistakes that you can lose marks for. Oh, I put the wrong number down. Oh, it's not that. I thought it was too much. That's why it's not that. It is 21.42 centimeters is the perimeter. So let's do another one. So we have a sector this time with length 8.5 centimeters and angle 58 degrees. And again, we want the perimeter and area. So again, we're going to find the arc length. So we've got the angle of the sector over 360 times 2 pi r. So it's going to be 58 divided by 360 times 2 times pi times 8.5. If we do the maths, the arc length is 8.60 centimeters. So the perimeter is going to be 8.6, add this length, which is 8.5. Because this is a sector from a circle, this also must be 8.5 plus 8.5, and that will give us 25.60 centimeters, and that's to 4 significant figures. And the area is going to be the angle, I'm just going to angle, over 360 times pi r squared. Let's shove in the numbers. 360 times pi, and the radius is 8 times 8.5 squared. If you do the maths, with your calculator, it's 36.57 centimeters squared. So the important thing here to remember is these two equations: how to find the arc length and how to find the area of a sector. If you can remember the angle, the formula for them, these should be pretty simple. So I hope that helps.